So I compiled 3 episodes that are from Paranormal documentary series, and one is from Netflix. I have not seen these episodes in a while, so I actually don't know how maybe cheesy they could be, because a lot of paranormal documentary series do reenactments, and it can come off a little sensationalized. Netflix Haunted, Season 1, Episode Woman in White. In this episode, Jason opens up about his paranormal experience to his family. When he was a child, he and his parents lived out of a motel. After witnessing a man kill someone with an axe in the motel parking lot, they hurriedly settled down into an apartment. Every night, a woman in white visited Jason, crawling out of the wardrobe with a noose around her neck, wanting to harm him. Jason was abused by his father when he confided in him about his experiences. His mother was in denial, even cleaning blood off the floor after the tub mysteriously filled with blood as Jason was bathing. Jason's friend's dad suggested Jason to turn to God, but Jason did not find relief in that. When his family moved from the apartment, the landlord vocalized how surprised he was that the family lasted as long as they did as tenants. In that moment, Jason learns that the previous tenant had drowned her children in the bathtub and hung herself in the wardrobe. His parents, the church, and the community were all aware of this story, but did nothing to validate Jason's cries for help. Jason thought leaving the apartment would end the hauntings, but as a teenager, the woman in white appeared to him again, just as he was nearly hit by her car while out on his bike. The woman in white spoke through Jason's friend's mother, telling him he should be dead. Jason believes the woman in white mistakes him as one of her children and is under the impression that she didn't finish the job. Later in life, she appeared to him again, and he passed out in a parking lot. A paramedic said Jason's heart had stopped. His near-death experience was due to dehydration, but she recently appeared to him again. Yeah, I was thinking, someone check if this guy is still alive.
It's hard to believe in this day and age, assuming that he just told the story recently, that he can't get help to banish her or set her at peace, like maybe using sage or, I don't know, religious help or something, I don't know.
I think some people just don't know any better because, the only way that he discovered was through the church, right? And if you're only exposed to people telling you to go through the church, you're not gonna seek other methods, Yeah, what if you belong to a different faith? I've never seen how that's handled. I've only seen stories where the Catholic Church may be involved. I know exactly what you're talking about. You can combat it with any religion. It's all energy. I don't think I explained that well, but I have seen other religions. It's just not as broadcasted in mainstream media. I've watched a lot of paranormal documentary series in my lifetime. For some reason, this is just one of the episodes that have stuck with me, and it gives me chills, and it keeps me up at night sometimes. Well, every once in a while I'll think about it. When you come across a TikTok that's really dark, and then people say, I claim no evil, or I don't claim this. That's how I feel with that episode. I just feel like I need to sage myself after watching it.
It's really sad that he endured that. Like he said, from first grade, that's his whole young life,
So creepy how everyone was in on it except for the kid, and everyone kept it a secret. I can't even fathom. There's that detail in the beginning of the story where they say they moved to a motel and there's a crazy guy in the parking lot. He has an axe and he kills someone in front of everybody. And at the time, the guy telling the story is only a kid. There's so many details in that story that just feel so traumatizing, I have 2 more episodes lined up to show Cersei. They're from a different paranormal documentary series called My Haunted House. My Haunted House, Season 1, Episode 1, The Nursery. Couple Jen and Joel purchase a nice house that mysteriously happens to be within their price range. Jen finds a baby shoe in the closet while touring the house. She takes it as a sign because she and Joel are prepping to have a baby of their own. Jen hangs the baby shoe in the car like a charm. Later, while swimming in the backyard pool, she discovers that same shoe in the pool. Although her car door is locked, the shoe is no longer there. Jen witnesses things such as water puddled shaped footsteps
soaked carpet, and a woman choking up water. Jason even mistakes the woman for Jen while she stood staring at their empty crib. Jen hires a priest at one point, but he leaves abruptly from the house with tears of blood. He later returns with his eyes glossed over, speaking in Latin. She wants the baby. The couple end up moving out. They discover the previous homeowner drowned her child before killing herself. The baby happens to have the same name as Jen and Joel's daughter now.
It must have been like demonic, right? Why was the priest not able to bless the house?
But yeah, it reminds me of If the Ring, and there's like this scene in a movie where like there's this priest and like flies. Kind of feels like these scenes were pulled from movies, you know what I mean?
I don't really
But-
like reenactments because they always make the ghosts look like a monster. How could they kill the baby?
In The Conjuring, the first movie, the darkest entity that was giving them all the chaos was a woman that killed her own children too. So there's something about that that's just very demonic.
My Haunted House, Season 4, Episode 2, Sad Sam. In 1994, parents hire Sad Sam the Clown for their little boy's birthday party. The clown is a downer at the party. He decides to hide in the child's bedroom closet until the evening to murder the family and then kill himself. Flash forward to 2010. Couple Lori and Michael move into their new home. Lori sees Sad Sam appear several times, while Michael rationalizes his experiences. At one point, Michael wakes up with clown makeup on his face. The couple turn to a psychic. She tells the couple that Sad Sam is a little boy's fear being manifested, not an actual entity. If the couple were to have a child, the little boy can rest in peace knowing the home is safe for children. When the couple have a baby, the clown never appears again, but their child, who is now 4 years old at the time of this episode, has an imaginary friend named Sam.
But I feel like they take scenes directly from movies. Like that was from The Grudge.
Whenever we hear sounds in our house, I'm always like so eager to investigate. I take charge, you know. I usually grab something.
How come it's always in these stories that the husband doesn't believe the wife and somehow the wife has
Stay at
nothing better
home.
to do but stay at home? What scares me about that episode in particular is the fact that it's a clown.
I think it was like 2016 people were dressing up like clowns and committing crimes or just like scaring people.
When we were growing up, I remember at least 2 parties that we went to that they had clowns. And shortly after an experience like that, I had a nightmare of a clown on a unicycle chasing me through a maze. And ever since then, I don't like clowns. I think these last 2 episodes didn't hit the same as much as I remembered them hitting. I feel like the interviews themselves aren't that genuine either. It feels very directed. I think that's scarier to me personally than the movies we watch. But sharing that experience, the viewing experience with you guys makes me feel like not so scary.
Maybe that's my reason why I like horror games. I don't feel so scared because I'm playing with other people.